Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a nice Memorial Day weekend. Um, I did. This is what I got on Memorial Day. It was actually posted on Facebook. There was no pictures. It said toolbox with tools. And I asked the woman if she had any pictures, and she said no, just come take a look. So I was like, I don't know if I want to waste my time. And I ended up getting busy and doing some other stuff. And a few hours later, I looked back at the ad, and she had edited her response and said everything was free. So I responded back and I asked her, if she was available, when I could come look. And she said, come on over now. So I went over, not knowing anything about what I was getting. And I met her husband, and we had a little talk. And he brought me down to the basement and showed me this toolbox and told me that it had belonged to his grandfather, who was a machinist. Um, so, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but the date says 7/25/1953. Every drawer has been dated. I did go through this a bit and clean some of the stuff out of it and try to make heads or tails of what I have. I I have three of these wrenches here with the bends in them, and they were made by Billings and Spencer in Hartford, Connecticut. I can't remember what the name of them are called. I think they're called like an interference wrench. I've never seen anything like that in my life, but apparently they're quite old. Like I said, I have three of those that came with it. Up top is just some random stuff: files, punches, chisels, pliers, some drill bits, and some taps. This drawer here has mostly measurement stuff, calipers, some small rulers, thread gauge, some feeler blades, etc. The drawer below it, there is some clamps in here, machinist clamps, small clamps, and this is something I've never seen before. But this is actually a small vise. I've never seen anything like that in my life. K&B Company, New Haven, Connecticut. So this drawer here has some more protractors. These are micrometer, some kind of micrometer in there. Just measuring instruments, protractors, a square. The bottom drawer is the money drawer. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 micrometers that came with this. So that's quite the shock right there. Like I said, I really wasn't shocked. I wasn't really sure what I was getting involved in. Here's a whole drawer full of high-speed steel cutting tips. More high-speed steel. The top drawer, there's some drill gauges, just some decimal equivalent charts, spring-loaded center punch, stone, and probably the world's smallest V-block. I think it might have been part of a clamp or something. I'm not sure at one time, but anyhow, that's what's in that drawer. Now, the gentleman told me that he had this was his grandfather's, and like I said, I don't know really how old it is. That there's a lot of really neat old stuff in there. Some of the backstory stuff is like, here's a card from the company These are his brass tags that with his number on it. I guess these were either for equipment, or if you had to get a tool out of a tool room, maybe you had to leave a tag with your number on it. Just an old leather key ring. This is really bizarre. These are license plates. This is 1954, and on the back, I don't know if you can read that, or it's upside down. It says if you deposit it in the mailbox, the postage is guaranteed. I thought that was pretty neat. There's a few of those in there. And here's a catalog with the gentleman's name on it. Keystone Reamer and Tool Company, Millersburg, Pennsylvania. I have no idea. That's fairly old. Apparently he did go to Georgia Tech. The gentleman that I got this from did have a southern accent, so I have no doubt that the family was originally from Georgia. Just a neat little memorandum, a little notebook with some notes in it still. Some shim stock, some random stuff, some string. Here's something. There you go. Best for you. Chesterfield, regular and king size. Chesterfield cigarettes, now much milder. How old is that? Little mirror. I don't know how old that is, but looks like some kind of pinup girl or something on there. Perhaps the most bizarre thing is these pills that were in the toolbox. And if you look at the date, if I can get it to focus, 1956. Very bizarre. Just some more random stuff here. Apparently he had another car. That's just 1950. Some old Band-Aids. Yeah, basically this was like a time capsule of his life, you know. And it was kind of kind of strange going through it, but once the gentleman asked me if I had a lathe, I says yes, I have several. I explained the story, etc. And so he said, "Come on, I'll show you." And he said, "I have no use for this stuff." He actually ended up, if you can see this or not, he broke the lock open to see what was in here. He says, "I have no use for any of this stuff. I just want it to go somewhere where somebody's going to use it and it'll be taken care of." So I ended up with it. So that's kind of the story here. I really don't know what kind of toolbox this is. I don't know if it's a Gerstner or I'm not sure. It has all these reinforcements. It has multiple locks. Obviously there used to be a leather handle on here, which deteriorated over the years. It has some side locks. This has all these reinforcements on it. I do have the front piece, the cover, that's laying over there on the sink right now. So, yeah, it was a big shock. I really had no idea, and like I said, I'm still going through it, and I don't think I'm going to be getting rid of any of this stuff. Like I said, even some of the old junk that I took out of here, I'm probably just going to put it to the side. Just because if this toolbox could speak, I'm sure it had a lot of stories it could tell you, you know. It was just very, very interesting. And I don't know how many years it sat in their basement, but like I said, the gentleman had to be in his 70s that I got the toolbox from, and it was his grandfather's, so they're getting ready to downsize and I think put the house up for sale if it's not already up for sale. So they're just trying to get rid of some stuff that they don't have any need for, and I guess their children, if they had any, had no need for it either. So I am now the caretaker of this. So if anybody has any information on what kind of box this might be, I don't know. Like I said, I don't see any markings anywhere on it. On the front cover, there's nothing. But it doesn't look like something that was homemade. This looks like something that you went out and bought. And I said it says 1954 on every one of the drawers, so it's very old. So, in any case, this is what I got for you today. The weather's been kind of crummy. Been raining on and off, raining on and off. Looks like more rain for the weekend, so when we get another nice day where I can put stuff outside and show a little more what I'm doing, I will. So, anyhow, thanks for watching. Comment and like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Thank you. Have a good day.